All right, this is Sean from Cycle News, and we just got our second ride on a Kove 450 rally. We actually rode one of the prototype versions, actually two of the prototype versions, about 2.5 years ago when they were first kind of coming to the U.S. market. Kove is a Chinese company, but basically it's the truest rally bike you can actually buy. They kind of swept the Dakar rally, or kind of came onto the scene about 3 years ago. Two Chinese riders came over, actually I think three of them actually came over and went over to the Dakar rally and completed it in their first attempt on this Chinese rally bike. About a year after that, they started becoming available in the United States. They're imported into the U.S. by a company in Utah, and they basically Kove USA is the company that's set up.
What's up, everybody? I'm sitting here with some of my closest friends in the adventure world from Midas Tires. We got the Enduro Trail Plus, and we have the Enduro Trail XT Plus. These represent a pretty good range of what Midas offers in their adventure tiring lineup. This is more like an 80-20. If you're going 80% off-road, you're gonna go with the XT Plus with the big knobs. We just got done doing a review of this in the magazine you can check out. These tires are coming on a lot more OEMs now as a really good all-around on-road, off-road tire. Midas has been proven in the market. They have Chris Birch on the bike doing some amazing things and helping them develop product, and we're happy to have them on board. Midas Motor offers tires anything from sport touring all the way to full-on motocross. So to find out what works best for you and your next ride, head to midas-moto.com or check out your local dealer to see how they can get you on your next ride.
We were really impressed with the bike back then. Coolest thing is this thing, the biggest change, I guess you could say, since then. It's very similar bike to what we rode 2 years ago, but now this thing actually has a license plate on it. So it has the signals, has all the necessary changes to make it street legal in the US. Has a cat in the exhaust. The inside here, the airbox is changed because there's sound limits that are required for homologation for the US. And so to meet those sound limits, the airbox is a little bit quieter, a little more restrictive. But I tell you what, the thing still runs really good. Has, like I said, the signals and all the other stuff necessary to not make it street legal. But this thing has 12 inches of travel, 8 gallons of fuel. Actually has a true, rally style rear tail section. This whole thing is a tank. There's actually twin tanks on the side, each side, 2 caps. These all fill together though, so there's a line that actually brings all 3 of those tanks together. So when you fill all 3, you don't have to switch tanks or anything like that. It is a 450 single, which is what is used for rally. Since that first year that Kove came over and did Dakar, this has actually become one of the most popular bikes for the Maui Moto class, which is basically the privateer class. People have to work on their own bikes for the entire rally and all that. Because these things are the full rally version, there is an upgraded rally version that has a carbon fiber tower and all that for your nav. It's otherwise very similar bike. It's the same motor, same chassis, same suspension components. They are Chinese components that look a lot like suspension that you would find like from Showa, stuff like that. These have been in the market long enough now to know that they're actually very durable and has like I said, has been proven at Dakar, where a lot of the privateers riding that Maui Moto class ride these bikes because it's the closest thing, like I said, to a true rally bike that you can buy. Reasonable price. Most of those guys can finish on these bikes if you can get through the full 14, 15 days or whatever the rally is that year. So it is a 450 single, like I said. It's not really impressive power like compared to like a 450X or a 450 XCW KTM or something like that, but it's made to be durable. And what I see now is, especially with the license plate, is here in the US, this is basically like a mini adventure bike. Weighs significantly less than like a 10RA or an 890 KTM or any of the other BMWs or any of the other bikes that you can get, even these 750 and up, kind of smaller displacement bikes. Those are still much bigger motors, a lot more weight. If you're not confident in riding one of those big bikes, this is a really cool bike to be able to do that. And now, like I said, with the true street legal capabilities, connect together, really cool mountain roads, trails. We just actually spent 2 days out here in Caliente, Nevada at Scott Harden's Nevada Rally Experience, and actually get some cool navigation and all that. And beat the bike up pretty good. Like I said, we're really confident in, you know, the durability of the bike based on what we've seen from people that have owned these bikes over the last few years. It is, like I said, the suspension components look a lot like some other, you know, show us components. They actually perform very well. You know, this is the non-true rally version, which has just a regular, you know, TFT dash up here. Has all the important items that you really need, though, you know, with your fuel range and our fuel level and all those kind of things, your distance, the kind of basic stuff you would find on any other bike on the dash. It has signals and all that, turn signals and all that. Has a pretty durable carbon fiber skid plate that wraps around, you know, true rally style, low exhaust. Definitely this one's a little quieter and a little corked up compared to the off-road version that's been here in the US for the last few years, but to me that's a trade-off that's worth having to have the license plate on this thing. So that's a quick spin that we got on this thing. If you want to learn more about it, we'll have a full detailed story and specs and everything in Cycle News magazine. You can get that for free at cyclenews.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button. Thank you very much, and thanks for checking out Cycle News.